Well, good morning, everybody. This is 1st November, Saturday morning. Uh, I've been sipping on my coffee this morning so I can talk. But this is what I'm looking like this Saturday morning. 71-year-old physique fanatic. I've been resistance training for over 52 years. This is my physique. I've I've had this physique for a long, long time. Uh, and I've been in maintenance mode ever since I was 20, 28, 29. I started lifting in a public gym when I was about 22 when I started lifting in a public gym. That's when I got all my newbie gains and got my physique started. Got my biggest uh, mass between 22 and 30. So uh, this is how I did it. Uh, but I got my biggest newbie gains probably 8 months after I started resistance training in a public gym. So I've been maintaining all these years, 71 years old now, and that's the secret. When you get your physique, you try to maintain it. Uh, that's the hard part. You're not going to grow mass muscles. I started taking TRT a year ago in September, so this is what I'm looking like now, and it's not a whole lot different than I was. If you check out my first, and I'll put it down in the description, video of my first video when I was 67. So you can compare then between now. It's not a whole lot of difference. I always take care of my legs, and I'm working on my outside quads, and I'm starting to do some sissy squats and stuff uh, at home. So I'm going to try to build my outside quads back again, because in my 30s I had big quads in my 30s. I don't have as big now since I turned got into my 70s. Well, so my 60s I didn't have very good quads, but I'm trying to get those back. I'm focusing on getting the sweep on my uh, quads, and I need to start working on my hamstrings too. I quit working legs for a long time because my legs were really big, and I'm short. I'm 5'6". This morning I weighed 150 pounds, uh, and my legs were so big that I was kind of out of proportion. So I quit working legs for a long time, which was a mistake. I should not have quit doing heavy squats. But I'm going to try to rectify that. This is my physique. I'll get this posing thing out of the way. And I'm trying new things, even though I've been lifting for a long time. As long as you're breathing, you're going to learn things. So I'm trying different things. And that's the secret too. You got to change up every once in a while and shock your muscles. So I was working lats. I got higher lats now, and I quit working lower lats. So I'm starting back to doing lower lats, so I can get this in here. It's hard to see, but this right in here, get that sticking out a little better. I got my upper lats are good. They're okay. But I want to extend that. When you extend your lower lats, it makes you look like you got a smaller waist. And I was genetically, I don't have a narrow waist. My waist is kind of blocky at 5'6", kind of squished. But I'm doing a lot more uh, heavy. I'm working up heavier weights. I work out heavy, uh, and I started doing something a little different in that I do first 3 sets of my workout uh, with heavy, and then my last 3 sets of body part, I do high reps, lighter weights to try to get a pump after I do uh, challenge my muscles with heavier weights. I try to get a pump at the next stage of that exercise. And usually I only do one body part a week. It sounds strange. Monday and Wednesdays and Fridays, I do uh, I do 2 body parts on Monday and 2 body parts on Wednesdays and 2 body parts on Friday, but I only do one muscle on each body part, right? And I do it once a week. I do chest once a week, legs once a week, so on and so forth. You know, biceps once a week, triceps once a week, back once a week. That gives me a lot more recovery time, and I'm learning that, like I said, you're always learning that recovery is very, very important uh, in building muscle. If you want to build muscle and strength, uh, more rest will build your strength a lot faster. And what comes with strength? Bigger muscles. That's my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it. These guys say, you should lift heavy when you're over 40. Bullshit. As long as I'm strong in my 70s and 80s, I'm happy. I'm mobile. I do whatever I want. I'm not uh, an invalid. I'm not elderly. You get elderly when you lose your strength. If you can't stand up, or you're bent over like you're walking really slow and stuff, that's because you haven't got your strength. If you're stand up, got a good physique, like work on that physique, stand up straight, stay strong, and you'll have a long, healthy, happy life. You're not going to be happy if you're obese, and I'm just saying, I'm not. You might want to be obese and elderly. You may think you like that, but when you get there, you ain't coming back very quickly. So guys in your 30s and 40s, and you put on some weight, you know, you're getting that dad bod. This whole crazy thing about women like guys with dad bods. Uh, though the women that like guys with dad bods are the women who don't want competition from their husband in staying healthy, because they don't want to stay healthy. They want to. They just get obese, and then they get uh, uh, divorced, and they're fat. They're getting old, and they go on a diet. They take a Ozempic and stuff like that, and try to lose weight. And guys, when you hit the wall, you hit the wall. uh, so don't hit the wall. Stay healthy. Work on your posture. That makes you look 10 years younger. I've learned that now. I do low carbs 3 days, low carbs, and on my lifting, and I'll do uh, 3 days, and I try to do carbs on my lifting days, because you store carbs in your muscles and your liver. So you want to use those carbs up. when you're in the gym pumping those irons, you're using carbs. If you're sitting around relaxing all day, not doing anything, uh, you don't need carbs. You don't. Carbs are energy, and if you're not using that energy, then you don't need it. I got something coming in the mail. It's supposed to be here between the third and the fifth of this month. Uh, it's a walking pad. It's a cheap walking pad. When I get it, I'm gonna do a review on it and talk about it. And I'll do a review on it after I've used it for a while, so I can get a good impression. It's cheap, but I needed something in the house since the weather's turning, winter's coming, and I hate going to the gym and walking around in circles. So I got this walking pad coming, so I can, instead of sitting on my butt on the couch watching TV, I can walk while I'm watching TV or playing on the computer, looking at YouTube, learning different things. I love philosophy. I love listening to philosophers, and uh, and so I get a lot out of that, and so I do that. This is my physique at 71. My subscribers have been great. Got questions, I'll answer them, and I answer all of them right now because I haven't got that many questions coming. Keep the questions coming. Keep on subscribing, and thank you for all the compliments. These guys are saying that I don't look 71. I'll be 72 in a couple of months. So everybody's saying I look like about in my 50s or so. That's great. That's great. I appreciate all that. I appreciate all your compliments. Being on TRT, I get a lot of insults, but I look at TRT as medication, just like estrogen for women when they go through menopause. Nobody says anything about them taking steroids. Estrogen is a steroid. Uh, so, uh, like people are on blood pressure medication. I am on blood pressure medication, have been for a long time. And some people are on statins. That's medication. So when you get in your 70s and your testosterone drops, you feel like crap, and you can't get any sleep. You're got all this brain fog and stuff. Try to improve your natural testosterone first, like I did. I did all the things, to improve it. And like I said, I've been a resistance trainer for 52 years. And that's part of improving your testosterone. And my testosterone dropped to a point where I did not feel right, so I started taking TRT as medication, 75 milligrams a week. Very, very small. Greg Doucette says he's doing 140. I can't believe that. He must be doing more than that. But anything over 200 milligrams of testosterone is abusing steroids. That's what I understand. So I'm only doing 75. And you go back and look at my other videos and see the difference that I've done. So thanks guys for subscribing. Appreciate all your comments. Appreciate all the new subscribers I'm getting. They've been great. Keep on living life the way you want to live it. You can live it like this or live it any way you want to. It's a free country. You are free to do whatever you want. You don't need my permissions, but that's up to you. Choose the way you want to live and live it. Thank you very much. We'll see if this clicker will work. If it don't, I'm going to edit this out.